Hello, hello! Welcome back to Let's Talk H.P. Lovecraft. If you've not yet subscribed to our channel, please take a moment to do that now. As you probably know by this point, I have been trying to read and review the complete fiction of H.P. Lovecraft. We're down to the last several stories now. These are all collaborations with other authors. Today's collaboration was with R.H. Barlow. It was published in 1933, and it's called The Slaying of the Monster. The way that these videos work is that I do a brief synopsis of what happens in the story and just wrap up by sharing some thoughts and things about what it all means. This is going to be a short one because today's story is in fact a very short one, only about a page in length. Synopsis. So when smoke appears on the horizon in the Hills of the Dragon, the men of the land of Laen know that the lava-spitting monster who lives there has awakened. 100 of them gather, and then they march through the night to allegedly take on the great beast. Arriving there and finding no dragon, they nevertheless return home, and they erect a plaque to themselves saying how these brave men marched off and slayed the dragon. But the dragon, in fact, is not a dragon, and we learn from the narrator, who is a archaeologist, that as they excavated the site of Laen, and they found a plaque saying this much. They couldn't read it because it was very hard to discern, as it was buried in many layers of lava. All right then. So this is a very fun, if insignificant, story from the Lovecraft canon. It's about 1 page in length. It's not rocket science, but it's also not without its charms. It's just a little bit of I would say a parable, I guess. But it's about the nature of myth and how, in ancient times people tried to explain the natural world with stories and with inventions and without necessarily knowing what the nature of things were. But also at the same time, there's probably a little bit of lying going on as well. This group of men who, did nothing, nevertheless wanted to say that, yeah, we marched off, we slayed the dragon, we saved the town. But the real point being here is that you can make up your stories to try and explain the natural world. But unless it's based in science, it doesn't matter, because eventually the volcano is going to reawaken and it is going to bury your town. And that is what happened here. So, I guess the lesson here is don't ignore the natural world. If you live near a volcano, don't ignore it. Move, because eventually it's going to reawaken and the dragon will get you. If I could go so far as to say the monster is not the volcano, it's us. But there you have it, The Slaying of the Monster from 1933 with R.H. Barlow. Come back in a couple of days, and we will look at the Horde of the Wizard Beast. So be sure to tune in to see what that's all about. Thank you, and until next time, keep it creepy.